Well, hello everyone. Mike Caccioppoli here. I know it's been a while. I've been getting requests to do a video about the current state of the race and my support now of Jill Stein and what I think of Jill Stein and the Green Party and Bernie Sanders supporters and Bernie Sanders supporters coming over to the Green Party. And I don't really want to talk about that right now. Everyone knows I'm still a huge Bernie Sanders supporter, and I'm a Jill Stein supporter also. I just want to talk about the train wreck that is Hillary Clinton. I mean, this woman's a train wreck. She's just a total disaster. And it's really amazing that there's still millions of Americans, including these people in the DNC, people like Howard Dean, who are still behind her. It's like they are brainwashed, like this is a Manchurian candidate thing, but it's spread across millions of people. She's an absolute train wreck. She is the worst candidate for president ever. Ever. I mean, I don't know. That maybe there were candidates before my time who were bad. I don't know. I'm guessing there were. But in my time, she's the worst. She's absolutely the worst. She's the worst. You could talk about a green candidate. I don't care, a libertarian. I don't care if it's a Republican, Democrat. I don't care who the hell it is. She's the absolute worst candidate in the history of presidential candidates. She's an absolute train wreck. She's a disaster. An absolute disaster. If a Republican, if Donald Trump, if Bernie Sanders had a 3.5-hour interview 4 months before the general election, people, we're 4 months away from November 8th. Are you kidding? Democrats would be apoplectic. The same Democrats who support Hillary and say it's all nonsense would be absolutely apoplectic if it was Bernie Sanders or Donald Trump or any Republican who was going through the same stuff Hillary was going through. If they were being investigated by the FBI for a year. If they just had a 3.5-hour long interrogation, 4 months, it'll go by like this. 4 months will go by like this. Are you kidding me? But it's Hillary, so it's okay. Yeah, I'm sure if Bernie Sanders or Donald Trump were in the hot seat, and Jane Sanders, or Trump's bimbo wife, whoever her name is, met with the DA, I'm sure Democrats would be fine with it. I'm sure Hillary supporters would be absolute fine. Fine. There'd be no problem. There'd be no scandal. They'd be saying, let's get over it. Let's get over it. There's nothing here. Of course not. This is how stupid and fucking hypocritical these people are. How disgusting their hypocrisy is. It's grotesque. It makes me sick to my stomach to think of it. She's a horrible candidate. Even if she's not indicted, and she should be indicted. She should be in jail. But even if she's not, she's fucked. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Seriously. Especially after Bill, who thinks he can do whatever he wants. He wants to go into a polling place. He wants to influence the vote in the polling place. He wants to break the laws there. He wants to march right in. He wants to march onto Loretta Lynch's plane. He wants to talk for a half hour with all the FBI agents, everyone, Secret Service saying, don't come in, I don't care. He can do whatever he wants. After all that, after he meets with her, a stupid fucking thing like that. He might as well hand the election to Donald Trump. Here, take it, Donald. Republicans, Ryan Priebus, here, take it and run with it. Because of her, he's a horrible candidate. He is horrible. When it comes to her running for office, he's horrible. He's terrible. He does these stupid things. Are you kidding me? Now if she's indicted, she's fucked. If she's not indicted, the Republicans will say it was all a setup. It was all set up. Bill went to talk to Loretta Lynch. I did a little buddy job. Are you kidding me? For the next 4 months, we're going to be seeing ads and ads and ads and ads. And they keep saying this bullshit. Trump doesn't have any money. First of all, he has his own money, and the RNC has millions of dollars to run ads. So what are you talking about? Donald Trump doesn't have any money. He's not going to run any ads. Of course they're going to run ads. People are going to run ads for him. The party's going to run ads for him. You know how much money they've been raising over the last year? They got millions. That's all we're going to see. All we're going to see, these little dramatizations of Bill walking onto a plane with Loretta Lynch, back room with smoke coming out, cigarette smoke coming out. Those are the kinds of ads they're going to run. She's going to get destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. This is the point. This is disaster. She's a disaster. She shouldn't be running for president of the United States. She shouldn't be running. Jill Stein, Bernie Sanders, Sanders Stein, whatever, she should not be running. Hillary Clinton should not be running for office of President of the United States. Here's a woman that just said 2 weeks ago that someone who's under investigation by the FBI shouldn't have a gun. But someone who's under investigation by the FBI should be able to run for president, for leader of the free world? Are you kidding me? And her supporters go, oh, that's not hypocritical. Oh, it's two totally different things, owning a gun and being president. Oh, totally. And you get Howard Dean, that schmuck, sellout, piece of shit, on TV the other day saying, oh, it's no big, why are you making a big deal about Bill Clinton and Loretta Lynch? What's the big deal? Yeah, Howard, I'm sure you'd be saying it's not a big deal if it was Donald Trump with an investigation and his wife, or Bernie Sanders on an investigation and his wife went and met Loretta Lynch. I'm sure you wouldn't be talking about it at all. You wouldn't be screaming for them to step down, to quit. You wouldn't be screaming corruption and collusion. Nah, I'm sure you wouldn't, Howard. Ah! You'd be going, ah! Fucking idiot. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? She is a disaster. Hillary Clinton is an epic disaster. She's an epic fail. An epic fail. She makes bad decisions in office. She makes bad decisions out of office. She makes bad decisions as a candidate. She makes bad decisions as a first lady. She makes bad decisions, horrible, disastrous, tragic decisions as Secretary of State. She's a fucking disaster. As senator, she made horrible decisions in voting for the Iraq War. She's a fucking disaster. I've never seen a worse presidential candidate in my life. I mean, she wasn't great in 08, but what the fuck happened? You gotta be kidding me. This is why I don't want to talk about, I love Bernie, love Jill, I don't want to talk about them, right? She's a disaster. She needs to go away. Go away. Go to jail, go back home, go to New York, go to Harlem, go to Illinois, go to Arkansas, a million different places you live. Go somewhere else. Get out of here. Just get the fuck out of here. She's horrible. It's time for her to go. Just go. And so if she needs to be indicted to go away, let the indictments come. Go away. Just want her to go away, then we can take it from there. Hillary Clinton's got to go away. Then we can talk about where we go from there. I mean, 4 months is going to be like this. Think about that. That was March. March to now is 4 months. Went like that, didn't it? That was a month into the primary season. Into the voting. It's gone. It's going to go like this. You think it's a long time? I mean, she might as well have been fucking interviewed the night before the election. This is a disaster. She is a total disaster. Period. You have a brain in your fucking head, you know she's a disaster. I mean, are we living in the Twilight Zone? Where someone is an active not only a candidate, the presumptive nominee of a major party 4 months before we vote. And her husband is talking with the person who is supposed to be overlooking her prosecution, her possible prosecution? Are you kidding me? And she's being interrogated for 3.5 hours by, I heard, up to 8 FBI agents? This is normal? And what does Reince Priebus do? He does what he's supposed to do. This is what he's supposed to do, people. He's supposed to come out and say, yes, history was made. Not the first woman running. History was made. The first presumptive nominee being interrogated by the FBI before an election. There's your history. He's right. And they're going to keep doing that for 4 months. For 4 months, whether she's indicted or not. For 4 months. Video, ads of 30-second, 6-second ads of someone who looks like Bill Clinton from the back walking onto a plane, talking to someone who looks like Loretta Lynch with cigarette smoke going up in the air. Like a conspiracy behind a couch. Like Rosemary's Baby. If you remember that scene in Rosemary's Baby when they collude behind Rosemary's back. That's what we're going to see. Those are the kinds of ads we're going to see. And they have every right to do it. They have every right to do it because Democrats would do the same thing. They're right. Oh yeah, they'll say no. We'd never do that. We don't. If this was Sanders or Trump or Republican, we wouldn't be talking about it. We'd be talking about the issues. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Right. So this is what the Republicans are going to do. They're supposed to do it. They're going to do it. And they're going to win on it. Period. Hillary Clinton is a fucking disaster. Is a fucking disaster. Before anything explodes, she's barely beating Trump in the polls. Last poll, she's behind 4 points. Trump had the worst month in history, and he's still ahead of her. The media keeps piling on to Trump, totally ignoring the email story, pretending that Hillary is just the best ever and history's being made, and Trump's still beating her. All that money he's not spending, and he's still beating her. She is a disaster. Hillary Clinton is an epic disaster. Period. Mike Caccioppoli, speak to you soon. Thanks for watching.